Insurance is becoming a really big issue. If you have a home in Red River or Angel Fire or any of the other mountain communities in New Mexico, I'm sure you've noticed a not so nice trend taking place lately. And I'm not talking about the bears in the trash or the construction delays. I'm talking about your rising insurance premiums and the lessening availability of insurance. My name is Rob Swan and I am with Swan Realty. There's been plenty of Facebook posts and conversation amongst our homeowners documenting the fact that they're just losing their policy altogether, just completely canceled with absolutely no explanation. And those that haven't been canceled are getting rises in their premiums with, again, no explanation. So what actually changed within the industry to make all of this happen? Well, back in the day, insurance companies used to assess risk based on a region or a town or a broad category. And they found out this didn't work after that big fire because there was houses that had a lot more risk than others, and these things got wiped out, costing them millions and millions of dollars. So what they have all gone to now is not assessing risk by region, but more assessing risk by the individual house within any region. So for example, there's a company out there called Zesty.ai. Now many of these underwriters will submit the address to Zesty.ai, and Zesty.ai will actually look at that specific house and they will return a rating back to the underwriter. Green is good, you can go ahead and write the policy. Yellow is maybe we'll write the policy, but we need to look into this further. And red is no way, we're not going to insure you. Now the problem with getting a red rating or an uninsurable rating is the fact that they never tell you why, which I think is really unfair. So I'm going to dive into this a little deeper. I spoke to a bunch of different insurance agents in regard to this and said, what are you seeing? What are the insurance companies not liking? What do they like? What can our homeowners do to help themselves maintain insurance and keep their policy premiums at a level they can afford? So here's some of the things the insurance companies shared with me. One of the most common things they talked about were trees and the proximity of the trees to your house. One insurance company told me they didn't mind if there was 3 or 4 trees around the house. Many more actually said they didn't want trees within 30 to 40 feet of the house. Another thing that was very common was roofing material. Metal seems to be their preferred roofing material. Composite's okay, it's not as good as metal. And one insurance carrier told me that if you have rolled roofing, that they couldn't even insure you. Another thing, keeping the yard tidy. They do not want debris in the yard. They want bushes trimmed, and they don't want any firewood up next to the house or under your deck or where you would probably normally keep it. So if you've got firewood, you might have to move that away from the house to a shed or something. Another thing, $1 million homes valued at $1 million or more tend to put you into a different category, which may make it a little more difficult for you to get insurance as well. One insurance company actually told me that if you don't live on a gravel or paved road, in the future, their underwriter is not going to be able to insure you. And I found that one really interesting, and I still can't figure out what the correlation is, but maybe it has to do with accessibility. I'm not sure. But I was told that, and he did say this was coming down the pipeline. Other things that affect your insurance premiums and that have nothing to do with the house is, have you had any previous claims and your credit score? Okay, so I find this subject a little hard to sugarcoat, so I'm not even going to try. It does seem, however, for the foreseeable future that the insurance market may be a bit challenging for us. However, if you take some of the advice that I stated in this video that was given to me by the insurance companies, it may help you, maintain your premium at the level it's at, may help you from getting canceled, or it may help you get insurance if you just bought a house. So you might want to try doing some of those things if it's possible. Okay, I said I wasn't going to sugarcoat this, but I am just a little bit. The best news here is the fact that we all live in one of the most beautiful places in our country. I have been here majority of my life, and this is not the first challenge that we have faced. So I'm a big believer in that we're going to get through this one as well. Again, my name is Rob Swan. I'm the qualifying broker at Swan Realty. And if you ever have any real estate questions, please feel free to contact me. I am always happy to help.